So why do we feel much more comfortable when our eyes are shaded, when they're covered up and people can't see them? We feel much more comfortable in social environments than if we just take them off and look at people face to face. And when we do have the opportunity to look at somebody in the eyes, many times what we do is we avert our gaze. We look away. We start looking away because we don't like what's going on in here. And it is an intimate act. So I do understand that there are some social cultural norms where you're not supposed to look at people in the eye. If they're an older person maybe, or if they're of the opposite sex and you're married, something like that. I understand those things, but many times it's not those reasons why we're not looking at people in the eye. Many times we feel uncomfortable in that intimate encounter where our eyes meet. It's almost as if our eyes are touching when we're looking at somebody face to face, eye to eye. And that scares so many people. And the reason that this scares many people is because of two different things. Number one, you don't want to learn about the other person so intimately. You're looking at their eyes and you're seeing what is going on in there. And we judge people based on their eyes. What we see in there. We notice if they are a threat, if they're sad, if they're a joyful person, if they're energetic, if they're vibrant. We look at somebody's eyes and we can notice so much about them. Some people have even called it the mirror, right? The mirror of the soul. That's how deep the eyes go. That's how important it is for us to work on our eyes, and we normally don't. Most people have never worked on their eyes. And the other reason why we don't like to maintain eye contact and hold it is because we're worried about people seeing what's in our eye. What's the state of my soul? And how am I being and representing myself through my eyes? Sometimes we don't want people to see that, so we look away. And that's completely understandable and okay. But what's not understandable or okay is to just let it be that way. Because there are options for us to work on our eyes. And in bioenergetics, this is what we do. We work deeply on our eye. And what you'll notice is that we're going to start off with figuring out, what do my eyes say about me? And you can do this for yourself too. Go into a mirror and look at your eyes without trying to force anything, but just look. Just gaze at yourself in a mirror and see, what do my eyes say about me? What do they reveal about me? Because there's so many different types of eyes. Based on the neurotic holding patterns and the tension that we hold within our eyes, we can be showing the world different things. Different things about our soul, but different things about our past. All the neurotic holding patterns get trapped and stay right here in our eyes. An example is if somebody has longing eyes. Are your eyes constantly longing? Longing for attention, longing for love, desiring another? Are your eyes sad? Do you show a lot of sadness in your eyes? What do your eyes say about you? Not only the shape, but look at that, right? Look at the shape, look at the slant, look at how they look internally. But also, what do they say? What do they reveal? Are you angry? Are you holding anger in your eyes? Do you show confidence in your eyes? Determination? Over-determination? Too much? Or is it calm? Do you have peaceful eyes? Do you have exciting eyes? Are your eyes bright? What do your eyes say about you? That's a good place to start. To notice in my own eye, what do I see? What do people notice about my own eye? And in doing that, we'll know where we are now. And we'll know what patterns have been in our lives. Is it anger? Is it sadness? Is it fear? Are my eyes full with fear? Am I judging? Do I have judging eyes? Do I have non-trusting eyes? Figure it out. Look internally and see what's going on within your own eye. And in bioenergetics, what we do is we work on these neurotic holding patterns within our eye region so that we can release them. So those things that maybe are in there right now. The things that are being presented through your eyes no longer stay there, no longer remain there. If you have fearful eyes, it's because you have a fearful interior. And we release that fear throughout the body, but of course in your eyes as well. And you may think, oh man, you know what? I'd like to do it within my body because I know I can release much more expressively and I could do bigger, greater releases. My eyes can't move that much. But the truth is that your eyes do hold neurotic holding patterns and they do vibrate. And the tension that's within them, once you release them, you can have new eyes. You can have new eyes. And that's what we do in bioenergetics. That's step one. It's the release of all these different types of neurotic holding patterns that hold us back within our eyes. We start releasing them and letting our eye muscles and the muscles around them to be loose and released and relaxed. And then what we do is we practice. We practice our gaze. Gazing with joy. Gazing with enthusiasm. Gazing with excitement. And as we change our eyes and we reprogram our eyes to look a certain way and to look out into the world a certain way, it also changes our interior, the way we feel, the way we move, and the way other people see us. And this is very life transforming. Of course, we don't normally start with our eyes, but it's amazing the transformation that happens with little vibrations in your eyes. And you may have already heard there's a psychological framework all associated with the eyes. It's called EMDR, eye rapid movement desensitization. So that people who went into traumatic experiences, especially out into war, what they do is they go to a therapist and they work on their eyes and the movement in their eyes. And by helping them with their eyes, they transform their life and let go of the phobia, of the fear, and of the different things that come in, the trauma that keeps coming up. They just let go of that and they can start living their lives a lot more peacefully. And this is well documented and it's awesome. But Alexander Lowen was one who started with this eye exercise and movement so that we can just release the neurotic holding patterns in them. And that's what we do here in bioenergetics. And that's what you're going to experience here. Notice what your eyes say. Release the neurotic holding patterns that are there. But then also enjoy living in a new way with new eyes so that when other people see you, you know what's being shown. It's shown peace, calmness, determination, strength. And it's not the stuff that was there before, like maybe sadness, fear, anger, guilt, shame, right? The shame that so many people have where they divert their eyes. Most of it is because of shame or some type of form of shame and all its offshoots. But now we don't have to have that type of eye. And we can actually gaze at other people, learn about them instead of looking out to gather information, constantly gathering information. What do they think about me? What's going on out there? How is this affecting me? What we learn to gaze with excitement, to gaze with peace, and to just look at people in a gazing way, not in a weird way, not overly staring, not because we want to be the top dog. I do not look away. I am the top dog. I am dominant. No, it's not like that. It's just a calm and peaceful gaze that we can look at somebody and just be with them, be in intimacy with them. And you'll learn so much about other people by just looking at them. And it's a beautiful thing. And we can look at people with respect and calmness and caring. You can see what's going on in their life, in their soul. But first, a lot of times, in order to do these type of things and to look at people in a certain way with a new light, we have to fix our own light. We have to first take out the pillar in our eye, right? The beam in our eye. Why look at the splinter in somebody else's eye when you have a beam in yours? So working on the eyes is very powerful, very crucial, very much overlooked, right? Most people don't even know that there are eye exercises to release these neurotic holding patterns and the experiences that we've had, all the trauma in our eyes. But in bioenergetics, that's what we do. So in these exercises, we're going to be working on our eyes, and we're going to transform the way our eyes experience the world, look out into the world, the way we are showing ourselves, and the interior reality of who we are will be transformed and changed so that we can gaze at people in a calm, peaceful, caring way. All right, keep going, keep growing, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.